Hello and good morning. It's Conquering Jackie Daniels. And as I get dressed for work, I want to make a video for myself on my journey. And on today, January 5th, 2024. So I have decided that I want to read and complete a book every 14 days for myself. So I guess that would be 2 books a month. Finishing, understanding, applying the principles that I've learned from the book. So today, I started this on Sunday or Saturday. So what I want to do for myself is I guess this month for me, the challenge that I have for myself this month is self-discipline, self-control. I label January for me as the month of self-control, self-discipline. Adding more self-control to my life and being more disciplined in my life. So one of the things that I have decided to be disciplined with is reading. And not only reading, but actually finishing a book that I'm reading and applying the principles in it. So far, the book that I'm reading is bringing back to my remembrance stuff that I already have inside of me, stuff that I already know, but have not applied or have not kept in front of me to make sure that I keep practice the new habit and not go back to the old habit. One of the things that I realize is we can learn a lot of things, and we read books, we listen to messages, we even listen to sermons when we go to church or on YouTube or from our different pastors that we like to get our information and knowledge from. We may read it out of the Bible, we may read scriptures out of the Bible. The Bible brings those, and then our mind reminds us of those, of that knowledge at the time that we need it. But we need to keep it in front of us. And in order for me to keep things in front of me, I have to journal about it every day. I have to write about it. I have to bring it back to my remembrance by keeping it in front of me. And one of the ways that I keep things in front of me is I remind myself with reminders on my phone. I like in my business, always stay conquering, ascboutique.bigcartel.com. I have product on there like t-shirts and even bags. This bag says faith over fear, faith over fear. So this is the bag I'm carrying today. So when I see that bag, I am reminded that I'm not God does not give you a spirit of fear. Okay. And when fear begins to try to impact me in any way, it is my duty to send it back where it comes from. It is my duty to recognize that I have faith over fear. Okay, utilize my faith over that fear. And so when I'm looking at this bag, when I carry this bag, I recognize that in me. And then I know the choice that I'm going to choose. So with self-discipline being with me, challenging myself this month with self-discipline, one of the things that I have to remember about myself is what my weaknesses are. So whatever my weaknesses are, I need to make sure I've written it down on a list. So I go by the name Conquering Jackie Daniels on Facebook, and the conquering part of the reason that I named myself Conquering Jackie is because most of my life has always been about me conquering my challenges, conquering my issues, not having a pity party about it, not having a woe is me attitude about anything. I overcome my challenges. I get through my challenges, and that's just the way that I made. And everybody doesn't have that type of resilience in them. And that's a part of the knowledge that I have inside of me that I can teach to someone. Always say someone, because I'm not for everybody. My teaching is not for everybody. My knowledge is not for everybody. Everybody does not want to hear what I have to say, but there are a lot of people that do want to hear what I have to say. So I'm talking to those people. And another thing is, I make these videos. I want to share them with my daughter and my son. And I want them to see that whenever I do leave this earth, you got something to look back on, to remember your mom's words in case you need them for whatever situation or circumstance you may find yourself in later on in life. So again, this video is about me on my discipline journey this month, where one of my disciplines that I have decided to do was become an avid reader this year. So I'm going to read, how many weeks are in? So there would be 26 books that I plan to read this year for myself. The goal is to reach 26 books that I'm going to read and apply the knowledge from those books in my life this year. I want to see where that would take my life, where that would take me on my destination for the goals that I have, the dreams that I have, the purpose that I want to serve. What this is doing for me, this one discipline of reading this book, what it's doing for me is keeping me engaged in my life, instead of just waking up and just going with the patterns of the wind, just doing the same things over and over, expecting something different. I want to be intentional this year in my life. And so I'm going to make these videos to keep me intentional so I can look back at them and be reminded of where I come from and where I'm going to. Be reminded of what I had to stop doing and what I started doing. To be reminded of what I had to release and what I had to practice. Because I want to pick up the new practice and continue on the new practice, and I want to release the old habits that I've had for myself. And so that is going to help me have a better year this year. So far I started this month. This is the 5th day of January, and I am still reading this book. Okay, so go and have a good morning. Tell yourself what it is that you're going to do in your life this year that's going to be different. Don't continue to do the same things over and over. If you didn't like what the year that you had last year, make this year do better. So in order for you to do better, you got to change some things about yourself, because the same knowledge that you had last year, you can't bring it to this year if it didn't change any of your behavior last year. You need something different. So in order for you to get something different, you need some new knowledge, whether you get it from a book, whether you get it from a trusted person, voice, hearing their messages, hearing their sermons, but you have to apply what they're telling you. You can't hear what they're saying and then go back to being the old you, or go back to your old knowledge. That defeats the purpose. If you're going to learn something new, if you're going to hear something new, see how you can apply it to your life. And if you're going to read scripture of the Bible, don't just read the scripture of the Bible. Don't just read the story of the Bible. See how you can apply it to your life right now, today, for what we live in today. That's how I read my Bible. That's how I do my scriptures. I look at how I can apply it to my life right now, today. So that's it. I'm going to end this live. Again, my name is Conquering Jackie Daniels. You can like this video. You can follow me. And you can get on the challenge that I have for this month, which is self-discipline. I need to be more self-disciplined. So I'm doing the work to become more self-disciplined. I'm doing the work. Okay, faith without works is dead. If I don't do the work, I will not be able to conquer my self-discipline. Got it? Okay, have a good morning.